Hi, everyone. Welcome to Elemental Flows. My name is Christina, and thank you for joining me in today's practice. Today, I have a really quick sequence prepared for you that will help to open up your upper body. So let's get right into it. We're going to start in a seated position on our mats, and we'll just begin by opening up our neck. So we'll start by taking the chin down to the chest. Notice the shift that this has in your body, what has changed. And then let's take the left ear over to the left shoulder. Let's bring the chin back down to the chest. And then we take the right ear over to the right shoulder. Bring the chin back down to the chest. And take it once again over to the left. And we'll continue with these semicircles. So bring the chin down and bring the right ear over to the right. So do a few more of these, just following your own rhythm and pacing. Try to go a little bit deeper, allow the head to hang a little bit heavier as you go through these movements. And the next time that your ear is over on the left side or your head is over on the left side, hold it there. And we'll take the left hand and apply some additional pressure to the top of the head to deepen the stretch. Now let's drop that left hand down. We take the right arm out to the side and then bring the right arm over to the left. So you could stay lifted here, or you can come down to your forearm, or you can use a block and place it underneath your forearm if you like. But in this position, we're just thinking about opening our chest to the sky as we reach to the left with those right fingertips. Now let's drop that right hand down. The arm rests on the outer edge of the left thigh. We take the left hand towards the back of the mat and we turn towards the back. While we're here, we're still thinking about being lifted and reaching out through the crown of the head. And we release. Turn yourself back towards the front, and we repeat that on the other side. So this time we tilt the head over to the right, take the right hand and apply some additional pressure to the top of the head. Now let's take that right hand down to the ground. We extend the left arm out and then bring it over towards the right. Again, we're turning the chest towards the ceiling, reaching out through those fingertips. And make sure that both of your sit bones are still resting on the mat. Let's bring ourselves up. We take that left arm, rest on the right thigh. This time, take the right hand behind us and twist towards the back of the mat. Release from the twist. And now we'll do some eagle arms. So have your elbows bent out in front of you. And we'll begin by placing the right elbow on top of the left one. And now the back of the hands can either touch each other, or if you can go a little bit further, try to see if you can have the palms touch each other. And on an inhale, we're going to lift the elbows a couple of inches into the sky. And on an exhale, let's lower the elbows back down. We'll repeat that 2 more times. So on an inhale, we lift the elbows up. Exhale, we lower. One more time. Inhale, we lift. Exhale to lower. Good. Let's unravel and switch arms. So this time the left elbow comes on top of the right one. Back of the hands can touch each other, or you could wrap the palms around so that they touch each other. And we'll do 3 breaths here. So on an inhale, let's lift the elbows up. And exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Good. Let's unravel the arms. Let's open up the shoulders now. So we'll do some rolls going backwards. And then once you've done a couple of rounds, switch directions and go the other way. Bring the shoulders forward. Good. And now from here, let's interlace the hands behind us and send the hands towards the mat as we open up the chest and lift the chin to the sky. And now on an exhale, we round the spine, release the hands, bring the hands forward as though you're holding a big ball out in front of you. And now let's drop the hands and walk them forward and try to round the spine here and allow the head to hang heavy. Walk the hands forward a little bit more, and as you do so, we're going to come up onto our knees to meet in a neutral tabletop position. So your hips are over your knees, shoulders are over the wrists, and let's take some intuitive movement here. So just start moving your body around. Notice where you're holding any tension in your body and try to move into those spaces. Good, and let's meet in a neutral tabletop position once again, and we'll do some circles with our torso. So let's start by rounding the spine, and then we'll go towards the right. And then as we lower down, we arch the spine and then come around to the left. So let's do a few circles like that, where we're arching and rounding in one direction. And then reverse directions and go the other way. So start by going to the left and coming around and up on the right side. Good, and let's come to a neutral tabletop position once again. We're going to press into the left hand as we reach up with the right arm, open up the chest. And on an exhale, let's feed that arm through to the left side as we drop the side of the head down to the mat. Good, let's press back into that left hand to lift our right arm once again up to the sky. And then exhale to send that hand down to the mat. Now this time we press into the right as we lift that left arm up to the sky. And on an exhale, we send that left arm through to the right side and lower the side of the head down to the mat. Press back into that right hand to lift your left arm back up to the sky, and then drop that left hand down to the mat. Now let's walk our hands forward here to come into a puppy pose. So let's drop the forehead onto the mat. Engage the core so you don't arch your spine too much here. And if you want to intensify this stretch a bit more, you could come up to your fingertips. Or you also have the option to drop the elbows onto the mat, press the hands together, and send them towards the back so that the hands rest on your back. Find the variation that works for you in your body today. And let's come forward so that we come to rest on our stomachs on the mat. And we'll finish off by doing some undulations with the spine. So on an inhale, let's lift the chest off of the mat. And exhale to release the chest back down. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, we lift up. See if you could go a little bit higher this time. Exhale to release one more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to release. And this time we lift up, but we bring our forearms down on the mat so that our elbows are directly underneath our shoulders. We press into the forearms as we lift the crown of the head and open up the chest. Good, and let's come up a little bit further. Press into the hands so you can lift yourself a bit more off of the mat. And if it feels good, you can move your hands around as you look towards the left side and then look towards the right. And then lower yourself all the way back down. Let's press into the hands, and we press back now into a child's pose. So send the hips towards the back or towards the heels. Have the arms out in front of you as you rest your forehead on the mat. And just breathe. Reconnect back to your breath. And in your own time, let's walk the hands back in towards us as we roll ourselves up. And let's do one final stretch. On an inhale, let's reach our arms up to the sky. Press palms together. On an exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. That's it for this flow. I hope you enjoyed that sequence and feel a little bit more open in your upper body. Let me know how that flow was for you in the comments. But otherwise, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day and hope that I get to see you at the next one. Bye for now.